Girl, you're such a sexy beast. You're such a sexy beast. Are you a Loch Ness monster? Or are you Bigfoot? Cryptid, supernatural vampire, banshee, Tony and Jago, Scissor Wendigo. Hey, 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 coming after me. Who the fuck said you could laugh at me? Smack with me. Does a Bigfoot think he could stab with me? Blasphemy. You could dare come at me with a Bigfoot dick and a Loch Ness monster pussy? Hey, now you sexy beast.
Yeah! Oh, foghorn. Yeah, get your sound effects up there, Jacob. Welcome to Sexy Beast, your foray into the menagerie of the unexplained. Get out of here, goat. This week we are taking a That's horrible.
Yes, so
that is
whiny.
disgusting sound. That is a fucking
What would be under? What would foghorn noise be under?
Air horn.
Whistles. Would it be under whistles?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah.
So we decided to take a little bit of a break from the regular scheduled don't stop trying to touch my foot under the table, footsie. And and also give our phenomenal artist Aisling O'Reilly a little bit of a break.
A little bit of a break. Yeah, so we got actually a huge response back from the Q&A episode we did.
See, that's the great thing about us. We ask you to ask us questions, like any good preteen on MySpace.
Yeah.
Ask me anything. Ask me anything.
Bored now in Starbucks. Well, ask me something. But yeah, we got a good response to it. People seem to like our shitty advice and our stories about me shitting myself in public.
Yeah, like to get a peel behind the skin.
Yeah.
You might even say peel back the skin and
John
kind of
Peel.
see. John Peel.
We got so
I'm going to see, but also there is I think a growing percentage of the Sexy Beast listenership who would much rather we don't talk about cryptids at all. So this is kind of our way to pander to you once every 6 weeks to a month. Jago, you did get some sexy questions.
yeah, we put the call out on Instagram, and after a little panic that we got no questions, I realised that
panic.
you have to look at the actual story to get
I did panic last time.
Yeah, that's to be like, geez, man, we're fucked. We really put this in place. We're really knocks your confidence when you see this shit.
I didn't say that. I said it was humbling.
Okay, and we got a couple.
To get no questions.
Some of them, obviously, really interesting and mad into
Excellent.
it, and then some of them are like, oh lads, if you had to put like a banshee's dick in your eye, how would you do it?
Oh, great question.
Great question.
Probably from the mouth hole and just press up.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Tony. That was a joke one.
Oh.
But we got one here. These are all going to stay anonymous just for sake. Just for the fuck's sake.
Just for sake.
So the next one is the next one. The very first one is how do I get a boy to text me back?
I knew you'd lap this one up.
Yeah.
Text you back. This is from a woman.
From a woman.
Look, I would say change your perspective on things. You maybe don't want him to text you back.
That's the thing, though. Like, if everyone has a phone on them 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day.
24
don't
hours.
get sour with 24 hours
They
a
have
day.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Everyone has a phone or some sort of means of communication. If he doesn't text you back, it probably means he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you're probably way better than this lad. He's probably a real fuck boy.
We don't know this. No offense, but you could be shit. You could be a shit person inside and out.
Yeah, we need more. We need more context on this.
No, I'm totally joking. No, but the thing is, I mean, it's kind of like a lot of people say, be yourself, you know, and you know you don't want to pander to someone. But I mean, if you're just looking to text someone and go on a date and have a good time, maybe get the ride or a kiss, then maybe fake who you are and fake a different person just to have one good time. I mean, if you don't want to be with them anyway, because Brian can text you back, don't do that. But maybe in this case, find out what this person's interests are, pretend that they're your interests, and completely pander to this fella.
And find out where they go. Like, so, be like, oh, I didn't think I'd bump into this vape shop.
That's great advice.
Yeah, just be like, be what they want you to be. Yourself is not good enough.
I would say no, but I would also say the first instinct is that if they're not texting back, and they might not be texting back for any reason. They might not be texting back because of something you did. Most likely not. Most likely is they're just bored or they're distracted or
they're busy.
They're busy.
Yeah,
and they're maybe not and they're maybe not giving you the credit that you deserve, that you would give to them. And so this is a telltale sign that a couple of years down the line of a relationship, this thing kind of could happen again. That they're not
Or
gonna
you could go nuclear on it and text and be like, I had such a great time last night. You were the best sex I ever had.
That's excellent.
And then when he goes,
Wrong.
oh, what? And he's like, sorry, wrong number. That
Wrong.
was meant for Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd,
Yeah.
who's
Paul.
famously attractive.
Famously attractive.
No, there could be any reason. I mean, more context would be key.
Just text be like, I won the lotto. And then they'd be like, oh, you won the lotto. It's like, oh, yeah. And then take a loan out and fake it until you make it.
That's a very good point. Just pretend like you're a fucking millionaire.
You pretend you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
And then pretend you lost
Say,
it
hey,
all.
where are you? Can I send a delivery to your house? I just have loads of money.
Yeah. And just constantly feed them
Constantly feed them.
till they can't leave their house.
Just say,
And
I'm
then you know where they are
Rockets
all
now.
times.
But keeping it, this does highlight something that maybe we could talk about. Is was there ever someone who you really liked and they didn't like you, and was that a difficult time?
Like, yeah, no. So, like, I've used Tinder a lot, met loads of people on Tinder and stuff like that.
A handful.
And then, like, you text them, and then I'm guilty of this as well. It just doesn't work out, or you're just taught, like, there's no spark there or something like that. I
There's
hate
no
that.
Tinder.
I hate when people say that there's no spark or there's no sort of connection, but it's true. Like I remember just texting someone and just literally being like I could be texting myself, this is so boring, you know what I mean, dry. So I said I was busy, I was working, but I'd actually was on holidays. So I just sat around, and then she texted, and I was like, and then eventually I caved and was like, listen, this is not working out, I'm not into this. And she was pretty cool about it. So I
Yeah.
think the best policy is
Honesty.
yeah.
Always.
So literally just say, if you're not into someone, just say, hey, do you know what me and the DeLorean in the first Back to the Future have in common with you? We have no spark, no power, no interest in you.
We've got no flux.
Got no flux capacitor.
Yeah.
You can flux off.
You can flux off because you're like that fucking DeLorean who got fucking made obsolete. Although, you know, I feel bad. She wrote the question and I'm like, oh, fucking maybe she's fucking. Do you know what? Like you. This is a thing that like CBD apparently you do, where like, you know, negative thoughts or trying to plot things that you can't know. And I think in a very overly simplified way is, if you don't know why he's texting back, then anything you think of, you're wrong because you don't know. So you kind of have to take a lot of comfort in the fact that you have no idea why he's not texting back.
It's a bit like Schrodinger's cat. Like, you don't know if it's dead or alive.
Yeah, but also like you don't want to. You need to just stop. Like Schrodinger's cat is like, I'm curious to fucking see a dead cat.
Yeah.
Oh, if there's a cat in there that may or may not be alive, I want to see it. You need to adopt a different approach here, where you're like, look, I don't know. I just have to live in the moment, and if he writes back, he does, and if he doesn't, then fine.
Do you ever just like
But you
swallow your
don't know
pride
why.
though, and just be like, if someone doesn't text you back for a while, you literally text them and be like, hey, listen, just what's the story?
I have found myself getting into. I have found as I get older, the solution to a lot of situations like that is just to fucking leave it. And there's a lot of pride put out, and just have to be
Especially
fucking.
since you're married now, it's a bit weird now.
Yeah, I just have to leave. I can't be texting birds anymore.
Yeah, pain. Yeah,
Yeah.
text me instead.
Text you instead.
Like what Tony, Mark, what are you wearing?
Mark, where are you wearing? Can we do some footsie under the table again? Right, next question.
Next question. What is Ireland's, well, because that one got a bit heavy, so what is Ireland's sexiest name town?
Sexiest named town.
What
Muff,
town?
of course.
Munster Devon. Or Tubbercurry.
Corey.
Yeah.
Kilmuckridge.
Kilmuckridge. Ooh. No, I think, yeah.
Muff
I think
is, of course.
Muff.
And muff is a word that I like for Fanny.
There's a place, I can't remember, I think it's in Waterford, and I just love saying it. Ballygally.
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 Ballygally. I was
Emo.
Emo's good because we were obviously emo. I was meant to be doing a gig in which I've been informed is Ballybuffet, but I've been calling it Ballybofey.
I know it's Ballybofey.
It's Ballybuffet, and my mother-in-law got great fucking chuckles over the dinner table.
Well, how
with me.
posh is she?
Well, she doesn't say everything. Oh, fi.
It's Ballybofey. It's I will put. All right, if anyone's listening, they know for 100% what
if
it
you're
is.
from Ballybuffet, I have to change it now because she told me to. And normally I hate doing that. Like when Bon Iver, and I'm not changing how I say that, when Bon Iver put out his first album and everyone was like, Bon Iver's album is amazing. Apparently Bon Iver spent a year in a cabin for Emma, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then he does the second album and it's like, welcome to the stage, Bon Iver.
Yeah,
and
it means a cold winter or something like that, doesn't it?
Whatever. And then everyone changed it.
Bon Iver.
But everyone was wrong. I am fucked
Bon
up.
Iver.
Bon Iver.
So you're sticking with Bon Iver.
Yeah, Bon Iver. Fuck off.
Yeah. So Muff.
Muff is, and I think muff is a word that I would like to bring into. You know, I'm a fan of writing erotica, Jago, and I think writing the word muff is one of the more tame. When you're like, I don't want to say twat, you know, and I don't want to say pussy. You know what I mean?
I also love
muff
that
is a
it
tame
can have
word
like
to
a double
use.
entendre because like muff was those big hairy arm things that you put your hands in if they're cold in the olden days.
Oh yeah.
So he'd be like, she gently placed her turgid fingers inside her muff, and you're like,
we were trying to come up with the worst new one that you could do, like a new word you could do, and I think Joey come up with calling a vagina a Christ, being like I was touching her Christ. Isn't that so horrible?
Christ,
her Christ. I was having a shot of her Christ. Anyway, this has turned instantly smutty. But muff
yeah,
is the number one.
our first goal was like, don't get too smutty too quickly.
Come on, this is our second episode. We've had a couple of beers, having a bit of fun. Stone Cold Steve Austin just come in here.
Tony's having a can because he's had a fight with his dog.
You were going to say he's had a fight with his wife,
And
you
then I
tail.
turned it.
Whatever
I turned
you like.
tail. So Tick Balang's preferred position during sex.
Ooh, I would love to be rode ragged by the Tick Balang.
So you on all fours?
Me. I don't know where I would be, but he'd be behind me wherever he'd be. I don't know.
Ragged.
No, do you know what? I'd like to ride him. So during sex, he's very long shins, isn't he? Famously,
Long arms as well.
What about you?
I think just like normal missionary, just look into his big horsey dead eyes.
But I don't want to see that side of him.
You have to, man. You have to embrace it all. You might like part of the person you're having sex with, but you have to embrace it all. That's good advice. You can love someone but not like a part of them.
You can.
Yeah, like my farts are horrible, but people still love me.
Well, this is something that if you ever listen to the Savage Lovecast, Dan Savage says that every relationship is like an amusement park and all the best rides are just behind this ticket booth, but there still is a cost of admission. So what is the cost of admission in a relationship? Is the cost of admission that maybe they don't know how to cook and you have to do a bit more cooking, but apart from that, they're really there and they're really present, really attentive, they're really loving and kind. Is it that patient, maybe they don't like to post stuff of you on Instagram? They've never done that before, so you can't really be angry that they don't want to do it now.
That's not a huge thing if no one posts stuff on
But some people might some people might appropriate that to be like, okay, well then they don't love me the way I do because that's how I show my affection. So the cost of admission is that they don't kind of do it in the same way.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Like you need to pay the toll if you're going to get in your significant other's hole.
In the trolls hole.
In the trolls hole.
But that's a way of, it's also a way of just being, allowing yourself to be grateful. And grateful will beat fear and insecurity and sadness most times. Yeah. So if you focus on, oh, well, I have to deal with this because I get XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense that like
anyway, I would wear the fucking arse off the horse.
Yeah. Yeah. How the fuck did we get so responsible then? Yeah, we're gonna lick his hoof off.
I would, yeah.
Okay. Which cryptid would get a really good Guillermo del Toro movie?
I would love to see his I'd love to see his Chitauri. Because I'd love to see his kind of take on kind of almost like, They Live, like, a kind
of interdimensional being and
interdimensional
with our
being,
world,
like that we're kind of like, and they kind of look a bit like the fucking Shape of Water lad.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see his take on that because I'd love to see. I mean, we have movies on kind of like the We don't really, but like it's a topic that people would lap up. Like you kind of see it loosely in like Hydra and Dan Brown movies
stuff like that in the background, but there's no real sort of like, and if there is, they're shite. They're like the skulls and stuff like that.
But we don't really have a kind of ambitious movies that kind of say that, look, you're in a kind of fantasy, and that's surprising because I think that's salacious that we'd enjoy that. So I'd love to see Guillermo del Toro's take on that.
And Leonardo DiCaprio is supposed to be in his new movie as well, so maybe
So he could be the Chitauri.
imagine.
You're so stupid, human! You're so stupid, why would you do that? And he's just going to be fucking high intensity, number 11 the whole time.
The whole time.
Oh.
Love him. I love Leonardo DiCaprio.
I would also love to see I would love to see his take on the fucking
I think Bigfoot would be a good one.
Big would be a great one.
He's a pretty simple thing to do, but like I'd maybe give him a bit more like humanity to it. Maybe they shave him.
Yeah, Shaving Bigfoot.
I think there's definitely a porn movie called Shaving Bigfoot.
Shaving Bigfoot. What would be? I mean, if you think about it, like what are Guillermo del Toro's best qualities of a film? He does incredible creatures.
Yeah.
He does very good kind of intimate shots and good storytelling, and he does very good kind of like
his framing and his color palette are real sort of like in that fight scene in the Golden Army when it's like the orange golden creatures fighting against all the creatures, and then they turn blue when the Klaus possesses them and stuff like that. That was just like such great work by him. And one of the Bros brothers was in it as well.
Do you know what I'd actually like to see him do? The Tatzelwurm.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because I think I'd love to see his kind of take on that kind of like German Bavaria, like fucking 1600s.
There was a bit of that in like the troll market when there was a bit like sort of higgledy-piggledy, like the trolls and their Wurst and all that shit. I like that. So yeah, so maybe he'd be good with his Bavarian.
Or El Cuero, the big fucking massive jellyfish pussy man.
Don't know how to do that. It'd just be like flat piece of leather. But in the end, he was the good guy, and the children were saved from the Franco-Spanish people.
Yeah, the big fucking idiot jellyfish man that could barely have a fucking spine. Was
Still getting too big a score anyway.
Yeah,
okay, next question I'm going to jump onto, right?
Sure.
What's the best thing to do on a first date?
I was going to say your first date, but I won't. I would say something that takes focus off of you, and I'd say an activity that that is something like Token tends to be fun because it's kind of an activity and you're moving around. Bowling is like anything that you think like is almost like a first date that's almost like you'd see in an American film. A cliche.
Yeah.
Normally is quite good.
Yeah, something that like, so instead of having the pressure of the two people talking to each other, which sometimes like even if like I find I'm pretty good talking to people like in general, but even like it can be a bit strained or constrained about what you're trying to sort of suss each other out, and there can be a bit of a silence, which silence in first dates is the most fucking panicky thing in the world, and you're just like, fuck, what do I say? Something now.
Yeah,
and then you just have to take a really long drink and you get locked and you end up like slurring everywhere. But so an activity would be good. So as you said, Token, for people who don't know, Token's like a barcade, like has the arcade machines and stuff like that. Playing pool.
Playing pool's fun.
Yeah.
Playing pool, like you go to the Hideout or something like that, would be a good show.
Playing our Top Trumps game when it comes out.
Playing our Top Trumps. Or going somewhere like Token and maybe playing one of their board games like Cards Against Humanity or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Or like there's other board game bars around Dublin. I mean, this is kind of shit we'd be like. I mean, you could also... There's also like so many like weird, you know, like maybe something that you can kind of like get a read on someone, because you don't want the conversation necessarily to be like, what are you into? What are you not into? You might want to go for like, go to a fucking gallery, you know? Get something that you can actually focus on that you can talk about. Yeah. That isn't focused on you, and then you can get people's opinions on stuff.
Exactly.
So that even if it disagrees with you, it's not the end of the date.
There's a bit of like a triangular structure to the date instead of just back and forth between you two. You can be like, oh, what do you think of this painting? Then, you know, you have something to talk about. Just something that would make the atmosphere less tense.
But also, I find that people are so intolerable, and Tinder's a very dangerous thing. I've never used it, and I've never used any of the kind of dating apps, but it's a very dangerous thing, and how it makes people seem so disposable in terms of you can just swipe, especially in London, where there's even a higher population, where like literally you can just keep swiping, and you won't even get to the end of your street. You know,
that's like I was on Tinder for a bit, and it was literally like it turned into a bit of a. I didn't associate them with being people. I know that sounds fucking horrible.
No, I know what you mean, because it's not meant to.
It's a bit of a commodity, like, and then if I got liked back, it became sort of like a ego boost to me, even if I wasn't going to talk to the person.
But it's also like you might have these likes, then you might have these things, but you could have like 5 conversations on the go, you know, or more. you know, and I don't know, it just kind of makes people a bit more disposable. And then because of that, it kind of fits in with this kind of thing we do now, where we have our echo chamber and we have our Twitter feed that perfectly matches exactly what we want to hear. So then we go from swiping from Twitter over to Tinder to get someone who matches, and then we meet them, and then they could say something in the first 10 minutes that we don't actually agree with, and then we've kind of shut them off forever. But if you do something that's an activity and you're just talking about something like you know, fucking stupid. There was say you're in a gallery and one of the paintings of a baby looks like, you know, fucking Christopher Walken. You can get a great laugh out of that, and then maybe later on they might say, "Oh, I have some weird kind of ideology about how I was brought up that I'm not exactly on board with abortion, but I totally respect someone's right to do it, but I wouldn't do it." Then you might accept a nuanced perception. You might accept a nuanced opinion on something rather than shut them out completely because you have maybe laughed at a fucking something in the first place. So something that's going to focus on something else at the start.
I went on a date and it was like, this is the worst date I've ever been on, and it was, I think it must have been the record for the shortest date ever. Because like texting back and forth, I met on Tinder, texting back and forth, get on grand. We're like, oh yeah, let's meet up for a drink. So we met up in this place, and like, just for context here, this was the day after the Bataclan shooting.
Right.
You know, in France, where a lot of people died and stuff like this. This is going to get a bit dark here, sorry guys. But we sat down and there was actually two Muslim girls beside us sitting there. It was like a coffee place as well. And I the first thing, she sat down and I was like, oh, interesting, I just want to get like something to drink or whatever like that. And she's like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, we better not mess or those people will shoot us up. And I literally turned around and I said to her, like, I have to go. And I just stood up and walked out. And like, I was like, she was gorgeous. But I was like, how the fuck does someone go through life thinking that's acceptable?
Yeah, and fair dues to you, man, for doing it.
No, but I was thinking, like, at first I was like, I walked out, and as I was walking out, it was just like, was she super nervous and just came out stupid? But then I was like, that can't be nerves. That sort of thinking doesn't.
No, I mean, that's just that's not getting. That's just getting the. That's thinking, or maybe hanging in circles where that kind of chat is fine. But
like,
I
I
be on board with that.
Do definitely think I have sort of a dark sense of humor, and at times it can be a bit on the edge.
Yeah,
but that is fucking out there.
Well, unless, and
here we go,
big unless these people like. No, do you know? There's no way.
There's no way you can't.
No, I'm trying to think. Like, even if they were like geriatrically old Muslim women, you know, like even if they looked like they would pose no threat whatsoever, other than the fact they were Muslim, then it would maybe be some kind of like
the fact that they were sort of young girls. I sort of remember being like, they're.
But it's also just a shit joke either way. So it's fucking, there's no patter to it. So I'd fucking you know.
First time I ever like first time I ever walked out of a day. Have you ever gone on like a really bad day?
No. Well, I've had many bad dates with my ex-girlfriends and current wife, but no, I had a very short single period between a long-term relationship and then jumping into my relationship that's then led to my marriage. So
you really have no dating experience and can't give advice on it?
No, I can't. But what I can give you experience on is cybersex, especially if it's the year 2001.
Oh, nudge. Okay, we'll move on to the next one here. Pretty simple, quick one we can do. If I see you in public, can I ask you for a photo?
Of course you can, as long as that's Jago.
Not you, no.
Of course you can. Jesus Christ.
Do you get sick of people saying like ploon and?
Oh my god! Like, I fucking love it, and I'm not. There's no hint of irony there.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine like what kind of world where someone? And I know how people are viewing stuff. Like, people might be watching it on their phone. They might be showing it to their friends. I get people send me videos that they've been watching. They put on, you know, sharing to their Apple TV or their you know, Chromecast or whatever like that, where they're watching videos at home. So I'm on the TV and they're fucking smoking a bong and high as a kite and they're laughing and they're sending me videos of that and they get to communicate with me. What a world. And so absolutely come over to me and say whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I've had a few times someone maybe like trying to like get and very rare where someone trying to take a photo and
like a sneaky photo.
And
you were doing an action there, and I was like, "You need to say sneaky photo."
Take a photo, sneaky photo. But I mean, but apart from that, I mean, even they were like, I'm taking a photo of you.
Yeah,
you know, I fucking love that. Like, I mean, I got into comedy because I'm a fucking attention seeker. I didn't say that at all.
Yeah,
I didn't say that at all. But you get that now as well, don't you?
No, not really.
Well, a lot of our gigs, you've had people fucking grabbing you for the snaps.
Yeah, but it's always like, oh yeah, and can you get Tony in? And it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay, fuck.
Yeah, don't you
No,
fucking forget it.
I just mind. Oh, today actually, I actually walked by Marty Whelan, and I was like, oh fuck, I really want to get a picture with him. I had a coffee in my hand. It was about like 12 o'clock. I was on break or something like that, and I was walking by him. It was near the Wax Museum.
Oh yeah.
And I was walking towards him. I was like, fuck, what do I do? I was actually panicking a little because he was. And then I heard he was on the phone, and he was fuming at someone. He was
Oh
like,
no.
I think he was waiting for a car or something that was supposed to turn up to collect him.
Right.
And he was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I have to go. And then I was like, oh, bye, Marty. But he and then I think he sort of locked eyes and he was like, this guy's gonna fucking try and do.
Yeah.
He looked. I felt bad because he actually looked really stressed, and I was like, Marty, do you want to jockey back anywhere? I didn't say that to him. All
You
right,
should have offered.
we're gonna move on to the next question now. All right.
But as well, he doesn't mind. He's a very good guy.
Yeah, he seems like a nice dude or whatever. Another one is, how can I look hard even though I've never been in a fight?
Well, this is similarly to wanting to get the person to text back. Why do you want them to? You know what I mean? Why do you want to look hard?
Yeah. Why did you want to look hard? Yeah. These context.
I mean, you could easily look at you can look hard instantly by shaving your head and not getting enough sleep.
That's you get the whole Edward Furlong in American History X.
American History X.
Yeah.
That's quite easy.
Do you instantly think someone's hard if they have a shaved head and they're tired?
If it depends who if you want to look hard with someone who you're hanging out with in a couch, like, you know, and you're like a sitting room, then that's not going to cut it. But if you're just looking to pass on the street so people don't stare on you, maybe shave your head.
I've
Maybe get
been
tattoo
told
in
I
your
have
eye.
a very aggressive walk.
You have a very odd gait, Mark Jago. I will say that about you.
Yeah.
You walk very fast with your head leaning and arms going 90.
What do you mean leaning?
You kind of lean with your head. You're going to walk with your head.
Oh, so my head goes forward.
Your head kind of goes forward, and it's the rest of your body trying to catch
Does that
up
look
with
like
it.
I'm perpetually falling? It's like,
It does,
oh,
You got the oddest gait, and you've got a very intense walk. I walk
Yeah.
very fast as well, but I
Yeah.
kind of just, you know, I don't want fucking idiots ask me for a photo, so
yeah,
I walk fast.
bleeding ploon over here. This one's gonna be easy. Tolteca or Boojum?
Oh, I can't be trusted with a burrito because I eat them too fast.
Yeah, and then you
I
get
eat
the
every
icky
burrito
stomachs.
too fast. But also, look, I come from a generation where guac is extra for 50 cents or whatever it is. What's with fucking everything being extra? Don't fucking lie to me. How much is the final burrito going to be? Don't say the tortilla is 2 and the beans are 3 and the fucking peppers are 1 and then you get a burrito at the end of fucking 12 quid.
10,
It's
yeah.
fucking snuck up on me, you cunts.
It's why I don't like shopping in America, because it's like you get to go up and it's like, oh, that's $5. It's like, oh, sorry, that's $6.75 because the taxes and that.
Yeah, that's one tax, and that's what fucking pissed me off about a Skyscanner at the moment. You're looking for flights, and then it has Ryanair there. But yeah, is that what it is? Is that what it is? Because then you are gonna pick your seats, especially if you're going with someone else. You're gonna have to pack your bag, or you're gonna have to fucking bring a bag on a flight.
Yeah.
So that's extra. So then you're having to work out. All right, well, with all the extras, I mean, the extras end up being like €30. So just add €30. I know that now, but you don't. But you don't see that. You don't see that with, you know,
with Skyscanner or anything like that.
But don't know if I've had. I still think I prefer Boojum.
I'm neither of them. Now, this is my Jago's top tip. We have to make a sting for this.
Okay, here we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, top tip, checking the tip of my dick.
It's Jago's top tip. El Grito in the Temple Bar Arch is the best Mexican you'll ever have in Dublin.
Burrito.
Yeah, burrito. Tacos are unreal.
Not
They're
in the Arch anymore, though.
What do you mean?
They left.
They're not in the Arch anymore.
When was the last time you went?
Oh, a while ago.
They've
Oh
moved.
shit! No, they opened it and they moved it to that
Moved.
restaurant. Yes, sorry, I have been to that restaurant.
You're so full of shit.
Oh, I know, because I ate too much of the Mexican food. But no, it's really good. Check it out, guys.
I haven't had the burrito. How does it compare in terms of cost?
Burrito's very good. Actually, I don't like Pablo Picante's because once I ate Pablo Picante's and I found a fucking full chicken bone in their chicken burrito, and I went back and complained, and they fucking just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, why would they?
They were literally
When you're trained to move that fast to make a burrito, then the last thing you want is someone coming over with a fucking chicken bone. Or like, I don't know how to get rid of this guy.
yeah. So I just threw it back into the fucking bowl where the chicken was.
Apparently,
Didn't do that.
I don't know. Was this on our group chat? Someone said this, but I don't know who told me this. You get 20% more filling from a bowl than a
Yeah,
burrito.
that's our engineer friend, Aidan, Wade, both the burrito in a burrito
Wow, we
wrap.
did that?
And no, I'm just implying because he's a nerd.
Aiden, yeah, sorry,
And he
Aiden.
put it in a bowl, and he said you get something like 20% more food
20%
per weight.
more topping in a burrito bowl.
Yeah. So there you go. And like, to be honest, you're eating it for the filling, and if you can buy like a real big pack of wraps in Tesco really cheap. So if you really want to eat it, you can bring it in, bouge them, and wrap it up from the bowl. Also, all right, next one. If you had to go on an excursion to find one cryptid, which one would you choose? I like this one.
Oh, that's an excellent question.
Yeah.
I think I would love to go to try and find the shoujo, because it would give us an excuse to go to Japan and try and coax it out by getting pissed.
Yeah. If this ever sort of translates into a travel show where we find cryptids, which we think it should,
Which we
RTE,
think it will, because Ireland definitely has the industry and the loose cash to fund something like
yeah,
this.
because all the quality programs that the RTE put on, you know.
Everyone keeps looking for RTE, man. RTE is not going to be making anything. It's all going to be digital in some capacity. And,
No.
you know, and you know what? RTE, they don't have the money to make what they want to
But
make.
why don't they have the money? They're getting fucking 160 quid off everyone who has a fucking TV in
But
Ireland.
they're not, because a lot of people don't pay
Do
that.
you pay your license?
I pay my license, but a lot of people don't pay their license, and people aren't going to get money from that. So then, when people aren't paying the money, they do kind of have to pander to the people who are paying for the money. So we have the Late Late Show,
Yeah,
which
so-
still most people will watch.
Well, I would give Late Late Show that, but do you think that the majority of people who pay their TV license are going to be in the bracket that like fucking... I can't think of anything that the RTE usually takes their good shows off, like
The iPlayer.
British TV and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, they do, and they make their own stuff, but it's also the production companies that make it. But I mean, I just feel like RTE will, for the majority part, have to go for something that's cheap that they can make and that most people will appreciate, which will go for reality shows. Which, and at the end of the day, if you're having the same number, I'm not saying this is the best way to do it, but I understand where it comes from. If you're having the same number of people who are watching a reality show of Vogue Williams going to a fucking CDR Dad Chalice compared to, compared to a incredible sketch show done by the best talent that RTE has to offer, and it's getting the same views, then one's cheaper than the other,
Yeah.
and they're going to go with that one. So I understand it.
Don't get me
but-
wrong. There is a few things like Alison Spittle's show. Like
That was a great show.
Yeah, that was a great show. But I just think they need to. What is someone? I don't know if this is true or not, but I read like an article somewhere that the people that the RTE are pandering to like something like 30% of the viewing audience, that they have like talk show hosts and like are like these crappy sort of like, I love the Late Late Show. Like I actually do like watching this from time to time, but most of their shows like nationwide, I haven't watched that in years.
But I don't.
Duncan fucking something, no, Duncan Banton or whatever.
No, I don't know anyone who's on. I don't know anyone.
In,
who's on TV.
in England, apparently, if you sign this a waiver saying that you'll never watch any sort of digital media again, once a year, you don't have to pay your TV license for BBC.
What does that mean?
Yeah. So basically, you can say that you can't look at anything on TV. So only streaming and stuff like that from your laptop. But also, BBC has no ads. So RTE is getting ad revenue and...
With a population of, compared to a population of.
But it's still the same, like 3,160,000. That's maths.
No,
I'm not doing it, but it is math.
they've got institutions and a population that's dramatically bigger than ours, so they can do that. And they've also,
Sure, TG Kiahar keeps sending Hector off to the fucking India all the time.
well, look, if we can speak Irish, then maybe we can go to Leitrim and look for the Dobbercoo Oscailga. Call will the fucking Dobbercoo.
Do you know what? Like, I want you to contact your local RTE representative, and I want you to see an all-Irish show where we go around finding cryptids in Ireland. And we're up in...
No, but the thing is, Jacob, people have
Lusk.
ideas. People have ideas for these things, and then when it actually comes to the actual making of things are difficult. Things are difficult to get made. I'm a lot more humbled and have a lot more sympathy for why things don't get made. But I also understand that, look, you could fucking make something tomorrow. We could go down to Leitrim ourselves with a budget of 70 quid and make a documentary on looking for the Dobbercoo. We have the capabilities. I don't know why anyone's looking for a handout. I know why people are looking for a handout. People want to get paid to do the stuff that they do, but you can also do it yourself.
Yeah, and
I love you.
After your car crash of a sitcom pilot that happened where your arse started talking.
Yeah, well, it was called Arson Welles and me, and it was me and a talking arse that sounded like Orson Welles.
Yeah, it was possessed by the
Tony,
You're
I'm
right.
farting again. And no one bought it, not even Virgin with their new cash.
Yeah, and you spent all your life savings. Like, you had to remortgage your house.
I did. I shouldn't have paid. I should have just done the voice myself. I
Yeah.
realised I could do better Arson Welles voice
It's
than your
the
man.
war of the turds. Yeah, that was
That's good as War of the Worlds. Do we have any more questions?
We certainly do. Sorry, my phone's loading up there now.
That's fine. Don't
Which
mind that.
cryptid would you bring out for a meal, and which would you have as a meal if you had to eat?
I think I would derive great, delectable pleasure eating a mermaid.
Oh yeah,
Battered mermaid
can't
woman.
we can't say battered woman.
What?
Yeah.
Why not? No, I'm only joking. No, a battered mermaid or merman.
Yeah.
Let's go with merman so it's less.
Yeah.
A battered merman. I would wear the fucking...
Oh, it would last you a while. You'd have to smoke it so it didn't go off too fast.
I'd smoke it. I'd make love to the merman and I'd kill him and then I'd eat him. I get all of my carnal pleasures from this merman.
It's yeah. See, you've made me think about that because like.
I wouldn't actually do any of this, by the way. You know that, but if I had to, that's the answer. I'm just answering the question.
Well, these are creatures that we've included in our crypt, so you have to.
Yeah, exactly. I would eat a merman because it's close to a fish.
Close to a fish. What about kraken?
Ooh,
Kraken is basically giant calamari.
Kraken calamari.
So you could have a calamari, a calamari ring that is about the size of you.
See, I always used to fantasize. I used to love cola bottles as a child, and I used to fantasize about having a giant cola bottle the size of me. But then thinking about the reality, it'd be fucking run.
Yeah,
Things are small for the
diabetes
right reason, and also I'd kill myself.
Yeah. Or like, did you ever see those fucking jelly bears? What are they called?
Gummy bear.
Gummy bears. Those, and you can buy one that's like fucking £15 and it's huge. But what they don't tell you is one of the active ingredients in jelly beans is actually a laxative. So if you read all the reviews, it's like I ate the gummy bear, and then after about 2 hours, I was on the toilet shitting
God.
myself. Like, and I think it is supposed to be a novelty. You're not supposed to eat it that much.
Or maybe like segmented. I saw they had on YouTube, it was like the world's biggest Cheeto, and then they take it out, and once they do one bite into it, all the coating's gone.
Yeah.
So then you're just biting into like styrofoam
Oh, and it's like
and dust.
ugh. Or like the world's biggest gobstopper, and you're like, what? That's fucking dangerous as hell.
Yeah, I would eat a mermaid, or maybe like a fried Loveland frog.
Oh, oui, monsieur.
Monsieur. A bit of a garlic Loveland frog. Yeah.
A little bit of garlic. Now,
Yes.
who would you take to dinner as a date? Or not even a date, just like someone to get to know better well.
Better well. I think I might take. I think Santa would be good for giving you all the goss.
Oh, shit, yeah.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake, and the rest, and he knows everything about everything. So he could be like, "Oh, Tom Cruise has not been a very good boy this year. He's been having an affair with a man."
Yeah.
You know, or something like
Which
that.
that's okay for Tom Cruise. Like, no,
No, it's fine, but if he's in a relationship or
that's-
something,
yeah.
which I don't know if he is, but if he's having...
Oh, he'd be such a gossy girl, wouldn't he?
He'd be great.
We'd have a little daiquiri with him.
Yeah, it'd be great, and he wouldn't get pissed, and you'd get pissed, and then he'd take you home and like hold you.
Yeah, and he'd put you in his big sack and then drop you off at home and be like,
It'd be amazing.
someone's had a few too many daiquiris.
Few too many daiquiris.
So we're going to wrap it up. We're going to finish off with one pressing question that we just
Sure.
received here now. Literally just received in the last little while. If I can pull it up. We are experts in this field here now. If two lesbians scissored really hard, do you
God's
think
sake.
they could create a portal to another dimension? Now, I'm not too au fait on lesbian sex. I've watched a lot of videos about it, but I think they're not real life.
I hope that anyone with enough love and genuine compassion to each other can, like, have you ever seen that film Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve?
No, haven't. Oh, sorry. I was thinking of something else there.
He does this thing where he basically gets visited by this old woman, and she gives him a note, and she says, "Come to me." And he starts investigating this woman, and the woman of the same name he realizes used to be this actress. And then he sees, I think, a photo of himself with this actress that's like 50 or 60 years old, and it freaks him out. And he realizes in some capacity that he has to travel back in time to see this woman. So he finds out that if he thinks really hard and focuses and gets dressed up in the clothes of the people in the 20s and has like nothing but paraphernalia and gets in a room that looks exactly like it's supposed to be, he can convince himself that he can travel through time, and he does. And he sees the woman again. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. But anyway.
Mental hospitals. Rocking back and forth.
But that was someone who was able to travel through, people doing amazing things like mothers lifting cars to protect babies and things just happening because you're able to tap into some better part of yourself. I would like to think that two lesbians scissoring each other with such love and compassion could create...
open up a dimension to where they are truly happy with themselves and happy with each other.
100%. I am not reading this on as the one-dimensional smut that I'm sure it came in as, where this one talk about scissoring lesbians.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know how lesbians make love. I think they just passionately and deep kiss.
Kissy. Would scissoring be like?
I think
good.
I don't think it'd be very good. I think they passionately deep kiss each other's vaginas and clitorises, and I think they finger and fist each other's.
And on that note, we're going to end our Q&A session. Well, thanks for sending these questions in. We're probably going to have one in a couple of weeks' time, since we were getting a lot of good feedback about the last
We got some great questions. Thank you very much for sending them in. And thank you as well for your regular support of the podcast. We really do appreciate it.
Also, thank you, Aisling, for doing the constantly amazing artwork.
Yeah, now take your feet up off the fucking whatever, the poof, and put them down. Poof is the thing you put your feet up on.
Yeah, I know. And take your feet and put them on the poof.
Take your feet up off the poof now, because you're back to work next week illustrating something phenomenal for us.
Something good. And we'll make it hard for you, okay?
Yeah, and that's the way it's going to be. And as always, thank you very much for listening. And also thank you to Tristan Carroll for sending in our fantastic new theme song that we use on the Off Colour episodes. And here it is again. Jago, I love you.
I love you too.
Girl, you're such a sexy beast. You're such a sexy beast. Are you a Loch Ness monster? Or are you Bigfoot? Cryptic, supernatural vampire, banshee, Tony and Jago, Scissor Wendigo. Hey, coming after me. Who the fuck said you could laugh at me? Smack with me. With a Bigfoot dick you could stab with me? Blasphemy. You could dare come at me with a Bigfoot dick and a Loch Ness monster pussy? Hey, now you sexy beast.
This has been a Head Stuff Podcast Network. Is that right?
This has been a Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Tune in next week for Tony and Jago go to Connemara looking for the Dobbercoo.
With RTE. This has been a production of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.